morning, good afternoon, and welcome to El Dorado High School, Lemoni Court here at El Dorado High School. Ryan Ragland with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. Round 2 of the Bluestem Classic, a tournament the Blazer boys hit every other year, and last night a tough-fought game against Campus out of Hayesville with a 72-70 loss and a last-second shot as Campus got the ball with 7 seconds left, went down court, had a guarded kind of a layup, ended up getting the basket to go in at the buzzer and came up with a 72-70 win. That puts the Blazers on the left side of the bracket that you really don't want to be in, but that's where the Blazers are, back-to-back 2-point losses. Just on Friday had a 2-point overtime loss to Olathe East. So a few breaks here and there. You could have 2 good wins over 2 top teams in Class 6A. 2 points only gets you 2 L's instead of 2 W's. Ryan Ragland with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth, reminding everyone that all tournament action, including next week at the Lady Cat Classic here at El Dorado, is brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group. Carl Kramer and the boys stepping up once again and making sure we are available and make it possible for us to be here at El Dorado to bring you HD coverage. Brought to you by Capes Homes Heating and Cooling. McCarthy Auto Group footing the bill to get everyone over here. Will the Thrill McIntyre is probably about 40 minutes away. I've got Ian Jones with me alongside, and there you are, El Dorado.
Yeah, it feels weird to be back. It's been about 4 years since I've been back in El Dorado after being at Butler for about a month, but
you're just ready to go back by the stadium again, though.
Yeah, I'm ready to get back to the stadium.
Yeah, you kind of like that.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the last 2 games the Blazers have had, and I do have to apologize. I went to have a recording with Coach Wallace, and is that who I think it is over there? I thought I saw a familiar face. I'll have to look later. Anyway, I scrolled off for a second. Apologies. I went to record a interview with Coach Wallace, and I got about a third of the way through, and evidently my batteries died, and I didn't double check them. So we got picture.
Yeah.
We have picture, and we have a black coat in front of the picture.
Yep.
But anyway, when you take a look at the 2 games, you had, Olathe East is consistently an up and down, very athletic team. Blazers played point to point to them. In fact, at one point, they were going back and forth with, exchanging points. Now you come up with a near win against a Campus team that came into the tournament 7-1, playing really, really well.
Ranked in 6A.
Ranked in 6A, and you just can't quite get there. And that's, the optimistic guy would sit and say, hey, you played tough against 2 good teams. Reality-wise, you didn't play good enough.
Right, and that's kind of been the problem this year, I guess you could say, is they've played well. I mean, they had a 10-point loss to Piper beginning of the season. Piper's the number 1 team in 4A.
Right.
Piper can run with anybody in the state, I think, honestly.
Oh, in fact, Piper just got done going to the championship game at Baser Linwood at the tournament there. So they're still doing what Piper does, and we've seen what Piper can do. With the Blazers end up playing Piper at the Hootamaki Hardwood Classic in DeSoto.
Yeah, and so far this year, the Blazers have played a gauntlet of a schedule, I think over half their games, I believe, have been against teams ranked in the state. You play Lawrence, Free State, North, Olathe North, now Campus, and Piper. It's a gauntlet of a schedule, and, with a team that has some upside. Luke Jennings' last game against Campus, 21 points. 21 points. Brody Marshall was 16.
And Reynolds had 17.
Yeah, and Reynolds had 17. There's not a lack of scoring effort here. It's just you've got to get that final push. Maybe one less turnover wins you a game. And, keeping control of the pace, not getting too wild if you get a turnover and you get wild with the ball and lose the ball and get a turnover. Just be controlled. And I think you minimize the turnovers. If it's a close game, minimize the turnovers. you might squeak out a dub.
Yeah, you're hoping to get that done. Blazers getting set to take on Collegiate, a team that the Blazers took on 2 years ago, while they were going for the championship and ended up falling 62-54. A team that's very good, and they've got a freshman, Grady Dick, that's just, Coach Wallace says, is probably going to be the best freshman that they're going to find anywhere.
Yeah, and he had, I believe, 27 points last game. He scored the majority of their points in their loss to El Dorado last night. And Collegiate comes into this game 5-4 now after the loss to El Dorado. But, consistently a good team in Class 3A, but I haven't watched much high school basketball since I've graduated, especially at the 3A level.
All right, hopefully back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. Had to change a little bit of setting. I think we were overloading our system a little bit. Hopefully we got it back. Usually we are hardwired, but for some reason we weren't able to get hardwired, so we're hoping that this gets transformed over and we can get back on the air. I'm kind of trying to check everything right now. I think we're on. Yep, I think we're on. Yep, we're back. All right, sorry about that. We're trying to make do with what we have. We're hardwired out here, but they have YouTube blocked through the hardwire, so we have to go wirelessly. So instead of having 500 for an upload, we're dealing with 10. So we had to drop a frame rate a little bit, and hopefully this will suffice. Hopefully this will stick with everything. Now, we're going to go back to what we were just saying a little bit ago and try to rehash everything that you missed, because we weren't sure exactly where we were at.
I barely remember what I was saying.
Well, I can walk you through it. That's why I'm here. Basically, it's tough for the Blazers when they come up with a top team like Olathe East, overtime loss by 2. They get beat by a last-second shot by Campus, at the buzzer. It's just kind of one of those things that you're going to have to deal with. It's growing pains. Coach Wallace is a state caliber coach. This, and the effort of this team, and there's talent on this Blazers side. And we get Tyler Rollwagon back, which is going to be good. The one thing you're going to kind of be missing is a little bit of Taylor Warner and his muscle on the inside. But you got a guy like Taylor Warner you're going to be able to bring in off the bench for that muscle. So he's been able to get a little bit of that experience, the varsity starting time and experience, and that does nothing but help you. You're really wanting to get 2 good wins, even though you lost by a buzzer beater. You really want to get these 2 wins coming in before you head into February, where you're getting 2 games a week, and as Coach Wallace says, starting into a little bit of a system, a little bit of a rhythm, and a schedule that's regular before you get into the state tournament. And mind everyone, Blazers, Gardner is now on the western side of the state when it comes to state tournament, because the addition of Mill Valley moving up into 6A, and I'm trying to remember the other team. One more team came into 6A.
Campus, I think. I thought Campus was 5A. No.
It's somewhere in Kansas City because it's east and west. They would stay on the west. Mill Valley, and I want to say Olathe West, but I can't say for sure. It might be Olathe West. Actually ended up going into 6A that pushed Lawrence and Gardner into the east, the western side of the state. So you actually have a KC Metro team in the western side of the state now.
It's gonna be a fun road trip. I believe our sub-state is in Wichita East.
The headquarter is in Wichita East, but what they end up doing is they don't have, the way they used to do it is they would have the 16 teams, you'd play one round, the top seed would host that game. The next round, those 4 teams that won would end up going to that host school.
Yeah.
They don't do that now, which I'm glad, because logistically, you know, like for the Blazers, they win round 1. God forbid they have to go to Garden City. They have to go to Dodge City.
That's not a fun road trip.
That's a trip.
That's a trip that I don't want to make.
You might as well we're not going to be able to make it, son. I'm sorry.
You
but
made my week.
But
You made
I
my
will.
week.
But and if that happens, I guarantee I will work it out somehow to get some kind of coverage on the air, so we will be able to find out what's going to happen. But that is a month away. Right now, we need to concentrate on getting the win against against Collegiate. As I mentioned before, and might have missed it, that the Blazers took on Collegiate 2 years ago in the championship game here at the Bluestem Classic, and the Blazers come up with a 62-54 loss. And the Trojans have a freshman that Coach Wallerstein is probably going to be the best freshman they're going to see the rest of the year, in a 6'5" freshman. A 6'5" freshman, Grady Dick. So that's going to be a guy we're going to have to look out for. And I'm looking around for a 6'5" guy on the left side, and I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Real quick, want to remind everyone, McCarthy Auto Group, title sponsor for all tournament action here on the Blazer Broadcast Network. Even for next week when we catch the Lady Cat Classic here in El Dorado. That's going to be brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group. Check them out at kccars.com. And remember, video broadcast in HD is brought to you by Capes Whole Home Heating and Cooling, with tech support from America Computer. So make sure you go tell John and Jim a huge thanks for their help for getting this done. A huge thanks to Sean Capes with Capes Whole Home Heating and Cooling. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know it's going to be cold, you might want to call him real quick and make sure your heater is going to be ready to go. And if you're in a mood, you're going to need 4-wheel drive. You're going to need it.
Can't relate.
You can't relate. Front-wheel drive doesn't get you there. It gets you there sometimes. Better than my rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But make sure you head over to kccars.com. Will the Thrill McIntyre is in the house. That means you, son, are moving over. You know what that means? I want everyone to take a look at the bottom of the screen. Between the GE and between the label, we have nothing, right? I'm gonna do something here, because Will the Thrill McIntyre's here. We're going to be able to have a scoreboard thanks to Will. So, huge thanks to Will showing up. And, man, you made – okay, you made pretty – we got to get you on there, because, you're on here. We'll get that turned up. One second, man.
I just want to add something. Blazer running back Luke Jennings committed to Pittsburgh State the other night.
Did he?
Yep.
We'll have to talk to him. Yeah, clip it on. And you made it from Emporia to here in how long?
Well, I made it from Gardner. I left Moonlight on Gardner at 2:45.
2:45. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I cruised at 82 miles an hour all the way.
82, 83.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah. And the weather-wise out there is good.
It's
just
raining.
wet. It's raining.
It started hitting real hard in
I think it's
Emporia.
just supposed to rain down here, so we're going to be good.
It's 42 degrees outside.
But we have the Blazer Broadcast Network right here, so we're good to go, right?
Weatherman Will.
Weatherman Will.
But I got through the toll booth, and it started raining real good.
Yeah. Real quick, want to remind everyone we are not hardwired for a connection tonight. It's going to be wirelessly. Our upload is only to about 10, so your connection is good. Ours is the best that we can get. There may be a few times where it kind of hiccups a little bit. Bear with us. We're going to try to see if we can get everything ready to go for tomorrow. And we're going to go ahead and go with the announcements of the starting lineups real quick.
For Collegiate, a 6'6", senior number 2, Gabe Fisher. For Gardner Edgerton, a 6'6", senior number 4, Brody Marshall. For Collegiate, a 5'9", sophomore number 5, Jacob Chug. For Gardner Edgerton, a 6' senior number 15, Tyler Rollwagon. For Collegiate, a 6' sophomore number 10, Michael Fair. And for Gardner Edgerton, a 6'4" senior, number 33, Luke Jennings. And for Collegiate, a 6'6" senior, number 33, Jarrett Baker. The head coach for Gardner Edgerton is Steve Wallace, assisted by Zach White. Head coach for Collegiate.
So
is
taking a
Steve
look
Wallace,
at
assisted by
the
Ron Watson, Tyler Sherman,
starting
and
lineups,
Brad Moore.
size-wise for Collegiate, 6'5", 6'6", 5'9", 6 foot, and 6'6".
I will say this.
You don't have to do it. I hear you good.
I will say this. Grady does not look like he's 6'5".
He doesn't look like he's 6'5", and Gabe Fisher does not look like he's 6'6". And we're going to be saying Grady the rest of the night. I'm not mentioning the last name, and Will's already chuckling. Chuckle some more, Will, when you take a look at the last name. Yeah, he shakes his head. It's my broadcast. I can do what I want. I'm not saying the last name. And I scold the parents for not legally changing the last name. So the Blazers and the Trojans of Wichita, or Spartans, excuse me, not Trojans, the Spartans of Wichita Collegiate. And we're going to have a quick foul to start the game.
On Ethan Reynolds, it looks like.
You're quick, man.
First personal foul, Gardner Edgerton.
Oh, by the way,
Reynolds.
it's taco shop tonight, guys. You guys
Team foul number
You guys haven't had taco shop before? And then Cinnamon's Deli.
one.
We got to hit that too.
Michael Collegiate.
So the first free throw is good by Michael Fair. As he hits them both. So 2 free throws to start the game. Gives the Trojans, or the Spartans, the lead. And a steal. Good defense by McKelvey, and then Grady. Nice little leaner along the baseline. And another steal on that pressure, and that's going to get Jennings with the foul on the reach. And right now, that full court pressure is just causing problems for the Blazers. They have not had an offensive possession yet. And the baseline jumper is good by Chug. So before the Blazers even get an offensive possession across the timeline, it's 6-0 for Collegiate. Marshall backing up. Nice spin move, leans in toward the baseline, then goes back to his left, can't get it to roll in against Fisher. That could have been an arm block. Nice block by Tevin McKelvey. Jennings takes it himself, and the layup is good. So 6-2 lead. Wow, you got it kind of hard, and Jennings kind of got caught in no man's land. He either stands still.
Trailblazer team foul number 3.
And we're going to have a shift change. Okay, see, this has to, okay, and this is just me. Just got done seeing
Charlie Gorey, number 15, Jonathan O'Hearn, number 20, Jack Fox, and number 44, Cole Thornton.
Coach Fiegel had his whole team together, and in my mind, and this is just me, if you bring your whole team together, if you talk to one person, that's fine, but if you're bringing the whole team together, that needs to count as a timeout.
I agree.
That's my thinking.
Also, number 44 for the Spartans, what's his name?
Cole Thornton.
Cole Thornton, listed as 6'9". Doesn't look it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
I think they're padding the height a little bit.
Might want to check the ruler a little bit there, as it's going to get tipped out of bounds by Jack Fox, a 6'4" junior. Shortest guy on the team is 5'8". That's a sophomore. They have a 5'9" and a 5'11". McKelvey pulled up, no good. Marshall goes up for the rebound. And I think they're going to have an undercut foul.
First personal foul, Collegiate, Jack Fox.
Yeah, it's going to be on Jack
Team foul
Fox.
number 1.
There's Warner. You need to get there a little bit quicker. That bounce might have cost him, but he was a little bit too far away, kind of in position where he had to. Thornton may not look 6'9", but he's the tallest person out there for sure. Top of the key for 3, no good. Marshall with the rebound. Quickly up ahead to McKelvey, 2-on-1. McKelvey by himself, left-handed layup, rolls in and out. Roll wagon with the rebound, hands it off to McKelvey, and the kiss off the glass is good. McKelvey with his first 2 points of the night. From the left corner is good by O'Hearn. 5:05 to go in the first. This is definitely going to be one of the better games you're going to see tonight. Nice feed to Warner. They're going to get a block. As Rollwagon went to pass it off to Warner.
First personal foul, Collegiate's Jonathan O'Hearn. Spartan team foul number 2. Brady Dick.
Really don't need to say much. He pretty much calls the foul for me. I can hear him pretty well. He comes out pretty well across the mic, so.
Yeah.
Post-sell changes for.
Oh yeah, that's Coach Fiegel likes to do that. He likes the up tempo. He gets the guys in there. Hey, even if you're number 10 on the team, you're going to get some time in.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's doing what Calipari did a couple of years ago with that platoon system.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, if your second team is just as good as your first team, I mean, by all means, run the platoon system.
Hey, I'm not going to be mad about it.
You're constantly going to have fresh players.
Yeah. Feed down to Marshall on the baseline. Gets knocked out of bounds, stays with the Blazers. 4:39 to go in the first.
That was a good look, though.
Tried to get the entry pass to Marshall, barely grabbed it. They're going to get it. And I'll tell you what, that might be the best thing for the Blazers right now, is get that ball down into Marshall and, you know, start pounding it inside, start getting some of those guys in trouble. Warner for 3.
Oh.
Good. Warner off the bench, hits a 3-pointer, cuts the lead down to 2.
Big man with
4:25.
range.
Yes. That should. I'll tell you right now. Before the bucket, they should have had a foul on Marshall because they had a nice little arm drape over the shoulder. So Marshall might want to say thank you for not getting a foul on me, but they're still going to get a foul on Warner.
Team foul number 4. Count the basket by Grady Dick. He's at the line shooting 1.
Grady with the bucket. And he makes that one. Extends the lead out to 5. 5 points for Grady. They go with the 2-1-2 full court. All by himself as Warner pump fakes. He needs to take that up strong. He hesitated. He's got to take that straight up when he's that wide open. If he gets fouls, he gets fouled.
You can't wait for the foul.
No.
Get the 2 points.
As a collision between Grady and McKelvey. And they're going to get McKelvey with the foul. Drop us a message on Facebook, or excuse me, on the YouTube. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button anytime we hit the air. You're going to get a notification that we're on there. Pull up jumper a little bit strong by
Reynolds
Chug.
all over him on that shot.
McKelvey by himself, and they're going to get a charge on McKelvey. That's going to be number 2. 3:42 to go in the first. 5-point deficit for the Blazers.
Second personal.
And I was talking with Coach Warner. This is definitely, it doesn't matter what class this team is. This is like, Wichita Collegiate is like Bishop Miege West.
Yeah.
It's pretty much how you look at it. Nice block from behind by Warner. Picked up by Reynolds. Quickly up ahead to Marshall. Tip pass to Rollwagon. They're going to kick it out. Preston Rohr for 3 and good.
Basket, Preston Rohr.
Cuts the lead down to 2. I still say Bryson. I apologize, Preston. That's what happens when you're a little brother.
Yeah.
Bryson's going, I had good range like that too. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
And if you take a look, you need to get this ball pounded down inside because you already got six team fouls and you're not even done with the first quarter yet. Good motion by the Spartans. I'll tell you what, Blazers doing a nice job on their switch. Kick out in the corner for 3. A little bit short. Warner with the rebound. Up court, Rollwagon for 3. That looked good from here. Yes. I was about ready to kick it. Coach Fiegel wants to slow it down. Gives Grady instructions.
He's got a whole platoon ready to come back in.
Of course he does. I got shift A and shift B. If I had one more shift, I'd have an overnight crew.
Yep.
And we're going to have it travel on Fisher.
For Gardner Edgerton, Noah Ashley,
It's like a shift change in hockey.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'll tell you what. I'll even what. Can you imagine if you had substitutions during play in basketball like you do hockey? That would be cool. That would be cool.
That's like the best part about hockey is that like you can catch someone totally off guard.
Keep that going.
On a shift change and lay them out.
Yeah.
And that's the best part.
I'm telling you, that would be something to implement in basketball. That would be cool.
It's like the XFL, but it's like the XBA.
XBA.
Christian Williams checks in for Collegiate.
So Vince McMahon, if you just so happen to be like strolling through YouTube and seeing this, make the XBA a thing.
And we get a cut.
Yeah.
You can cut off a slice of that pie.
I just want $1 million a year. That's it.
I'll cut for $500,000 a year. I'm okay. Nice feed, fast break, gets it to Marshall for the score. Ties the game at 12. Left-handed layup, no good by Thornton. Quickly up ahead to McMillan. Top of the key, Warner for 3. Rolls out, but Rohr with the rebound. Kick it out. There you go. Marshall on the baseline, rolls in and out. Rohr fighting for the rebound still. And the Spartans come up with it, 1:25 to go in the first. Thornton going up against Warner, and that's a mismatch. They're going to get that on Thornton or Warner?
They're getting it Thornton.
They are going to get it on Thornton.
Over the back.
I will say this, for players of both teams, they need to watch how they react after fouls, because just watching the game before, this crew likes to call a lot of technicals.
Well, I'll tell you what, the biggest difference I had ever seen in Eastern Kansas City metro area and the Western was when Coach Schaefer was the coach for the Lady Blazers and went to McPherson for a tournament there. And I mean, you saw a total different style of refereeing, and you can see that once in a while. It's quite interesting. So 57.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rollwagon kind of got caught in the middle, kind of threw it up. He got bumped hard on the rebound. And the ref on the far side of the court makes a call on a play that the man on the baseline probably should have saw.
Yes.
Even though it went to the Blazer side, that's something that never got me. You got a guy in the baseline right there that I
just don't question it anymore.
I can question it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Rohr goes up strong. Can't get it to roll in, but Warner with the rebound, puts it back up. He's fouled on the shot, and he's going to be shooting 2.
They're racking up the fouls.
Hey, do what you got to do, man. This may be a long second quarter.
It's already a long first quarter.
Yeah.
Foul number 7.
That's the second
Taylor
foul
Warner
on
the
Colt
line.
Thornton, the 6'9 junior. And Warner with the first rebound. Free throw is good.
First lead for the Blazers.
Yep, first time they've had a lead. 33.8 seconds to go in the first. Probably can't see it across the McCarthy Auto Group banner, but a huge thanks to McCarthy Auto Group making it possible for us to come down here. And
All right, Rohr.
Woo! McMillan for 3.
3-point basket, Jack McMillan.
Drains it. Blazers now with a 4-point lead.
in trouble. I'm doing some makeshift here real quick.
Grady Dick. Your score at the end of 1 period of play. Gardner Edgerton 16.
Trying to do some
Collegiate
makeshift here real
14.
quick because I have made a mistake. I don't know unless it's in a different. Oh my goodness. Go ahead and talk a little bit because I'm in a bad situation right now.
What's up?
Well, for some reason, who had the three-pointer, McMillan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here.
I can't hear.
There it is.
Wow.
There it is. There it is. Real quick, a huge thanks to McCarthy Auto Group for their sponsorship, for allowing us to get down to do the broadcast. And I'm trying to save myself. You want to plug that in real quick? As, yeah, our camera finally, we're still trying to figure out why the camera does that. There should be one more on there.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. Still trying to figure out why our camera does that, but it's a simple unplug and plug back in, and we're ready to go with the Blazers having a 16-14 lead as we start the second quarter.
A few takeaways from that first quarter. I think mainly the game plan now is going to be force it inside,
Hey, I'm
draw
pounding.
some fouls, take Collegiate out of this game.
I'm pounding and pounding hard. It's just Warner needs to go strong with it, just like that. Give it to Marshall, give it to Warner, and just let them back up and force them into a situation. And this is what you're going to get. Start hitting the free throws.
Yep, and I mean, when you draw inside a lot, draw inside, kick out, that 3 is going to be open, as we saw with McMillan wide open for 3, drains it to give the Blazers a lead.
He misses it.
And he misses the first free throw. Saved it from the baseline and then saved again. Grady pump fakes the 3, drives, pulls up. I thought he had it. Thought Marshall. Oh my
charge.
goodness! Great. Brody Marshall had a nice tip for the block, and Taylor Warner sitting right there and ends up getting a charge on Grady.
It's good teamwork by Marshall and Warner right there. I guess it just coincidental, I guess. But another thing I've noticed too, the Blazers have, after that slow start of trying to break the press, they've done a really good job now recently. After the first 6 points they gave up, breaking the press. And
Right now the Blazers on a 9-0 run as they trailed, or check that. I missed a 2-pointer there someplace. Warner with the bucket.
that was a beautiful pass by Marshall right
Yes.
there.
Give and go.
6:40 to go in the half. Spin move by Grady. Nice kiss off the glass and good.
Grady Dick.
And you see why I'm not saying his last name if you heard that. I think now I was going to say, I think now you sit there and get a good quality shot, and Ethan Reynolds said, nope, I'm going to the hole.
Right.
I see the parting of the Red Sea. That's
And
what
they're
I'm going
close.
with. And it works. Collegiate 3 out of 3 from the free throw line in the first quarter. Blazers 1 out of 2. But we're going to have a whole lot more free throws in the second quarter.
That's 10.
And now we're going to have the double bonus. Now that's going to be 9.
Second personal foul, Collegiate's Christian Williams.
Williams with his
Spartan
second.
team foul number 10.
Preston Rohr going up to the line.
That was number 10, so it's 2 shots.
Oh, okay. I thought they had 9 up there.
Oh.
And the ref was saying 1 and 1. So that's going to be 2. Misses the first one.
That's 3 misses.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row. Can't get the second one to fall in. And when you get the freebies like that, you're going to have to capitalize on it.
Especially now.
Yeah.
With 6 minutes left, they're going to be at the line a lot.
Oh, yes. And this is when you really start staying aggressive inside. Had a nice feed over to Jarrett Baker. I think he had a little mustard on that pass.
Just a little.
Tiny bit. Once again, a huge thanks to McCarthy Auto Group, as you see their name up there on the banner, for allowing us to come up here or come down here and bring you second, third round coverage of the Bluestem Classic. Also, we'll be here next week for the Lady Cat Classic. HD broadcast brought to you by Catesville Homes Heating and Cooling with tech support from American Computers. Roll Wagon gets rid of the ball to Keyser. Roll Wagon backs it up, resets the offense. Marshall's got himself just a little bit too far across the baseline. That's going to be an over and back. Zig when he should have zagged. Oh, they're going to say it was a... As Ethan Reynolds, I didn't see it was a tip, but Ethan Reynolds said it was tipped, and even Coach Wallace does. Now they're going to have a conference, and he shook his head. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't see a tip, honestly.
Well, they saw something I didn't. And evidently Coach Wallace was at a pretty good angle to see what he saw.
I guess so.
Actually, do me a favor. Take that stand, or just take the neck and raise it. Loosen it right there. No, loosen that there.
Wow.
And raise it up. High as you can. High as you can.
That's as high as I can.
All right. Trying to get some of the heads out of the way. If you need to, move that back a little bit.
Why is it elevated?
No, I had that set like that.
Yeah, and it's still elevated.
As Keyser goes up with another free throw.
To the front.
And he hits them both. Makes it a 4-point lead, largest lead.
Gabe Fisher checks in
Check
for
that.
the Spartans.
Yeah, matches the largest lead for the Blazers. You're good, you're good. Because it's pulling on the... Oh. Okay, you're gonna have to lower that, I'm sorry. That's why it's pulling. Now on the baseline, shot is no good by Fisher. Reynolds quickly up to Keyser. Warner goes up strong and gets the bucket.
Taylor Warner.
8 points for Taylor Warner. Makes it a 6-point lead for the Blazers. I'm not sure. It got quiet like Allen Fieldhouse. What happened?
I don't know.
Equipment malfunction.
Oh, okay. Huh? Looks like Ethan Reynolds going to get called with the foul.
No, it's Rollwagon.
Or Rollwagon,
Personal
excuse me.
foul, Gardner Edgerton's Tyler Rollwagon, Trailblazer team foul number 7.
That's going to be his first.
Jarrett Baker at the line for Collegiate.
Baker looking to cut this down to a 4-point lead for the Blazers. And that one goes in and out.
Ethan
Reynolds.
First bucket for Reynolds. Makes it an 8-point lead, the largest lead for the Blazers. And Grady comes right back, says, hold my drink. He has 9 now. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Nice feed to Marshall. Marshall got a little bit strong off the glass. Warner with the rebound, the putback, and I like what he did. He stayed strong with it instead of trying to do that bounce and that pump
Second
fake.
personal foul, Collegiate's Gabe Fisher. To the line for Gardner.
Warner
Taylor
with
Warner.
8 points. 1 out of 3 for the free throw line. Leaves that one short. He's getting the fouls, but he's got to make the free throws.
That's 5 they've missed, isn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row, yes. This could be a huge deficit for Collegiate if the Blazers would be hitting their free throws. And that one goes strong.
And this may come back to bite the Blazers.
It
You know,
could.
we've been talking about close games and finishing them out. Well, best way to do that is to make all your free throws.
Nice move by Grady. Keyser with the rebound. Gets it over to Warner. Strong gets it rolled in and out. Baker with the rebound. Quickly back the other side. Blazers doing a nice job with any kind of denial inside. Rollwagon going by himself for the layup, and good.
Tyler Rollwagon.
Good reading that pass, tipping it, getting the layup, and increasing this lead as we get edge closer to halftime.
Grady turnaround baseline jumper, leaves that one off. Reynolds with the rebound, dishes it off to Rollwagon, 4-3, good! Rollwagon back-to-back buckets, he has 5. Makes it 29-18, 11-point lead for the Blazers, and a timeout. We'll take a timeout real quick. McCarthy Auto Group, proud sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network. We'll be back right after this on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Gardner Edgerton fans, the McCarthy Auto Group is a proud supporter of youth sports across the Blazer Nation.
If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, or you need service or bodywork done, we hope you'll visit one of the 11 McCarthy Auto Group locations. Visit kccars.com for over 3,000 new, certified, and pre-owned vehicles. Our inventory covers most every make and model and prices to fit every budget. The McCarthy Auto Group, with locations in Olathe and Overland Park, Kansas, and Blue Springs and Sedalia, Missouri.
Go Trailblazers!
Ryan Ragland, Ian Jones, Will the Thrill McIntyre back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. Blazers 11-point lead against Wichita Collegiate here at the Bluestem Classic in El Dorado. As the Blazers will be taking on, if they win, they will be taking on Great Bend. If they lose, they will be taking on Circle tomorrow afternoon. Let's just keep the winning side into this. A drive We're going to have a foul, pretty ticky-tack, as
Second
Chug,
personal foul, Gardner Edgerton, Ethan
Reynolds with his
Trailblazer team foul,
second,
number 8.
as going up to the line is going to be Jacob Chubb.
Preston
For
Roy
Chug.
checks in for the Trailblazers at the line for Collegiate, Jacob Chug.
Chug last night only had 1 3-pointer. Both teams are really struggling from the free throw line so far. Two minutes to go in the half. Roar for 3. Good!
3-point basket,
Preston Roar, his second 3-pointer. He has 6. Blazers starting to extend the lead a little bit, and it's starting to get some of the nice shots to fall in that they just couldn't quite get. As that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Kaiser. Or
Keiser.
Keiser, I did that again. I only did that a few times
Yeah.
Friday.
First personal foul, Gardner Edgerton's Kellen Keiser. Trailblazer
That's
team
going to be
foul,
his first,
9, Grady
as
Davis
Grady's
at the
heading
line.
up to the free throw line. First one's good. That breaks a streak of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consecutive free throw misses by both teams.
Wow.
Exactly. Got the lead down to 12. 11 points for Grady. 1:40 to go in the half. McCarthy Auto Group halftime show coming up next. Roar gets it inside to Warner. He's going to be backing up. Try to kick it out and knock out of bounds by Grady. Minute 24 to go. Good to have you here, Will. It's just not the same. I mean, the last few years we've been here, you just haven't been able to make it. It just has not been the same.
No.
Oh, nice move by Grady. And I will warn everyone, the screen's going to go black here during the half because we're going to make a little switch so that it makes it a little bit easier for Ian to control the camera a little bit. Minute 15, Roll Wagon directing traffic. Looks for a screen, almost tried to go for a pick and roll. Roll Wagon, 4-3, good! Roll Wagon hits another one. He has 8. Back to a 15-point lead. Under a minute to go in the half. Passes up the 3-pointer, gets it down to Jarrett, kicks it up top. Grady for 3. Just a bit short. Brody Marshall comes up with the rebound, 37 seconds left. And they're going to get a travel on Brody. Couldn't quite get it out of his hands. Hate it when that happens.
Right.
Get out of here. Get away from me. I don't want you. Would that be like playing hot potato in school?
Yeah. Hot potato and you accidentally just hold it for too long. Just like in bench warmers.
Yeah. 31 seconds to go in the half. Blazers 15-point lead. Go check him. Go check him. Go check him real quick.
You all right?
Go give him a hand.
Wow.
Had that step getting for a second there. They have an extra step here at the top, and I'm not sure why they have the extra step. And had a older guy trip over it. At the buzzer for 3 is good. At the buzzer makes it 35-23. We're going to take a timeout for a couple minutes, and we'll have the McCarthy Auto Group halftime show on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Hey, Blazers fans! The McCarthy Auto Group is proud to support Gardner Edgerton Sports. Remember, when you're in an accident, after you call 911, make your next call 800-NEW-AGAIN for one of the 5 conveniently located McCarthy Collision Centers. Call or click 800-NEW-AGAIN for the McCarthy Collision Centers. For award-winning service performed by certified technicians with decades of experience, call or click 800-NEW-AGAIN. The McCarthy Collision Centers. Satisfying customers is no accident. It's our guarantee.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Planet Sub, where you can see every Blazer Broadcast Network video broadcast on their big screen while you enjoy a great sandwich. Planet Sub at 921 East Lincoln Lane.
The Design Company Salon. Check them out on Facebook, and while you're there, you can book your appointment at the same time. The Design Company Salon, 136 East Main in Gardner.
American Computers. There's a reason why American Computers is the official computer store of the Blazer Broadcast Network. It just takes a single visit to find out why. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight, across the street from Trails West Ace Hardware.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network. When you're Kansas City born and raised, you know just how much meat matters. That's why Price Chopper employs real butchers. They're hard at work every day in every store, so you never have to settle for something prepackaged out of state. They're so sure you'll love their KC Pride beef, they even back it with a 200% guarantee. Stop by Price Chopper tonight, where they cut meat, never corners. Price Chopper, Kansas City born and raised.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Ryan Ragland, Will the Thrill McIntyre, along with Ian Jones with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth here at round 2, game 2 of the Bluestem Classic, with the Blazers leading 35-23 over Wichita Collegiate. Kind of a weird stat. Free throw, I don't know what it is. Something about the free throws. Both teams are struggling. Blazers are 3 out of 9, 5 out of 7 for Wichita Collegiate, but there was a stretch between both teams that there was I guess the Blazers missed 7 in a row, add an extra one. Actually, Wichita Collegiate missed 2, and the Blazers missed 6 free throws in a row, but the Blazers hitting big three-pointers. He had 2 of them from Tyler Rollwagon, had 1 from Preston Rohr in the second quarter. Taking a look at the totals, the point totals, all scores being led by Grady Dick with 11. You have 2 from Jacob Chubb, 2 from Michael Fair, and a three-pointer from Jonathan O'Hearn. For the Blazers, they are being led by Taylor Warner and Tyler Rollwagon, both with 8 three-pointers by Rollwagon. 6 points by Preston Rohr, associated with 2 three-pointers, and then 2 points for Reynolds, McKelvey, and Brody Marshall. As the Blazers are, you could kind of see as Ian Jones made the mad dash. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Made the mad dash, but once the fouls started getting up there a little bit, you kind of saw thank you, sir. You kind of saw the really trying to pound it inside and really start getting them in foul trouble. And as I said, 3 out of 9 from the free throw line so far in the first half. You make half of those. You make 3 or 4 of them. Instead of a 12-point deficit, you're looking 15 or 16. That could loom large.
Yeah, and also what I've noticed is that they're still trying to pound the ball in. but they're also kicking out, and the three is wide open. They're draining threes left and right, and that's something we haven't been seeing in the past few games. Having trouble hitting that three ball, getting that momentum going.
Get going?
Well, I can put you on here. Let's put you on here.
You're good to go now.
Oh yeah, we're good to go, but we're gonna go ahead and get you on here because you're, dude. You're no. You're here now. You know what happens. You're already eating my grapes, so you can hold that. You can
talk on that.
Yeah, you can talk on it. You can stop eating all my grapes. Are those things good or what? Those are addicting.
Let the record indicate that you and I are being very healthy.
Man,
we ordered the diet plate, but we ordered 2 or 3.
Well, I had to follow. Talking to athletic director John Sedler, and I had to follow you to find out where the hospitality suite was because they moved it from down the hallway to over here off the gym.
I think they do it on purpose, get rid of the grazers.
Well, we were already going to take the big basket of grapes they got there, and me and another guy were just going to take them away because we felt that they were not up to the standards of everyone else, but they were just fine for us.
They're perfect for us.
Oh,
their hospitality here is great. Not as good as the referee. Referees are a little chilly.
We noticed that a few years ago. We went to McPherson. You weren't there, but we noticed the difference from the Wichita City League to KC Metro. But
they didn't call anything last night. Now they're
calling everything out of the world. We'll get your perspective on this. Blazers doing a nice job, and once Wichita Collegiate started getting in that foul trouble, they really started pounding inside, and Warner, kind of did the pump fakes a few times, and he had a couple easy shots where if he just goes strong with it,
he just needs to work a little quicker release in there.
Just get in there. But
I think they have to learn to go. Once you notice those guys started making threes because we went inside and then out.
Right.
When you start shooting it, you get better shots if you throw it inside. And
they started slamming down inside, and then we start kicking out and hitting, and roll wagon hits a couple big 3-pointers.
And we got to take care of the ball. And when they rotate on their run and jump defense, we just got to kick it to the right diagonally and then right back to the basket. We should get layups.
Now, are you going to save me any grapes by the time I get done here or no?
Yeah, I ate too many. My stomach will be bubbling.
Your stomach's going to be a big grape, right?
It's a long night, though.
Real quick, you already had canceled a few activities tonight for the wrestling?
We did. I don't know what the weather's doing back home, but at the inclement weather, we canceled wrestling for Friday and Saturday. And we have a few. Our cheerleaders go out on. Our dance team goes out on Sunday. We'll wait to make that decision. We'll see what the weather does.
Well, at least the weather is going to be warmer. And your prediction for the game Sunday?
I had the Chiefs getting out ahead early. And that way, Patriots won't be able to run the ball. And I think we'll win 27-20, 34-21, something like that.
I would like another.
27.
I would like another Monday Night Football. Where
I'm good
Brady.
by that too.
Oh, that would. Can you imagine? Okay, was it 143 point whatever decibels they set the record at?
142.2 or something like that.
I'm thinking $150. If the Chiefs win, this thing's going to be $150. Guinness.
Hey, if we win 3-zip, I'm good. If we get a safety and call it 2-0, I'm good with that too.
What I find funny is that Colin Cowherd said it's going to be too cold for Chiefs fans, that they're not going to have an impact at all.
Well, that was before
he made as dumb of a comment.
Too cold?
Yeah.
Well, and he made that comment.
Windy, we'll be all right.
Right, but he made that comment before they said the temperature is actually going to be warmer, so it's going to be 20, 20.
That's Colin Cowherd. He's the biggest knucklehead on TV other than Stephen A.
No, Skip Bayless is pretty dumb.
Yeah, Skip Bayless has got, well.
All right, ball game's getting ready to start. I'm checking out.
You're going to go get some more grapes, all right? Athletic Director John Sedler joining us. He knows when he comes up, and I knew exactly what he was going to be chomping on. And Will, you haven't even tasted the chocolate chip cookie. Now that we scrolled off, once again, huge thanks, mega thanks, kccars.com. When you're looking, hey, now's the perfect time to test out a four-wheel drive. You're going to have the inclement weather. You might as well go out there and test it out. For the best Chevy truck you're going to get, kccars.com, McCarthy Auto Group, huge sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network, as they are made it possible for us once again to come out here to bring you video broadcasts, and the HD broadcast is brought to you by Capes Whole Home Heating and Cooling, with tech support by American Computers. So once again, a huge thanks to them, and I'm telling you, people, go out there, use their service, and tell them a huge thanks. And I'll tell you right now, anyone watching this, do me one favor. Go to at least one of them. Go to kccars.com or go to the McCarthy Auto Group Facebook page. Go to Capes Homes Heating and Cooling. Go to American Computers Facebook page. Someone go to each of theirs and tell them thank you for their sponsorship on the Blazer Broadcast Network and allowing us to be able to bring you video broadcasts. And we'll be right back here next week for the Lady Cat Classic. And Ian, you're going to be here? Now we know where the hospitality suite is. We're going to kick that a little bit
They're
sooner.
going to move it next week.
They're moving next week. Will, I don't even get the question out of my head, and the rocks are already shaking in the head.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he's a postmaster. He can do what he wants, right? All right, Blazers with a 12-point lead as we're finishing up the McCarthy Gardner Group halftime show, and looks like Wichita Collegiate will get the ball to start the second half. What do we do? Let's see. Do we do red or do we do teal? Do we do pink or teal?
That is your choice.
Pink or teal there, Will?
Teal.
Teal? All right, we'll go teal for third quarter. Colored pen if you're asking. Back to
It's
the man.
really his outfit's choice for tomorrow.
Matches his shirt well. That's,
That's why he chose it.
Well, the red kind of, pink doesn't. Well, the outside of the pin's pink, but it's
about as pink as your hair was.
Well, that was magenta. That was stoutness right there. Roll wagon with it, drive, and partially blocked by Fisher. Goes out of bounds, stays with the Blazers. 7:25 to go in the third. Check out the comments on the YouTube page. Let's see, we've got Mallory McKelvey. Marshall with the bucket. He has 4. And that's what we got. We got Tyler. Tyler checked in. He said hi. Quickly back the other side. Brody Marshall tried to pull it off, but McKelvey. Would that be a scoop and score? Would that be as good as a scoop and score? Picking up the rebound?
Yeah, I mean.
I'll take it that way. The Chiefs defense, plenty of scoop and scores. I could do that. Grady drives in against Marshall, leaves it up short. Marshall tips it as Roll Wagon's going to slow the pace up. Clock at 6:40. Try to get down inside at Jennings, partially tipped by Fisher as Fair comes up with it. Quickly up ahead, baseline drive, in and out. I'll tell you what, Collegiate just cannot buy a bucket tonight. As Roll Wagon was going to get it down to McKelvey, and McKelvey pulled out because he didn't think he was going to be able to get around the corner because 2 Spartans were just ahead of him.
Cole Thornton checks in for the Spartans.
As you heard the break of the cookie. That's a good cookie, isn't it?
It was pretty bomb.
It was. Ice cold glass of milk. I'm money. I'm right there. Roll Wagon for 3. A little bit off. Easy rebound for Thornton. Fair drives the baseline, gets double teamed, puts the shot up again, hard off the glass. Try to go back to him, partially tipped quickly up ahead, McKelvey with the layup. Oh, and he gets the roll. That thing almost rolled off. 41-23, Blazers start off with a 6-0 run for the third quarter. A 30-second timeout. We'll take one too. This broadcast brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey, Gardner Edgerton fans! The McCarthy Auto Group is a proud supporter of youth sports across the Blazer Nation.
If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, or you need service or bodywork done, we hope you'll visit one of the 11 McCarthy Auto Group locations.
Visit kccars.com for over 2,000 new, certified, and pre-owned vehicles. We've got most every make and model and prices to fit every budget.
The McCarthy Auto Group, with locations in Olathe and Overland Park, Kansas, and Blue Springs and Sedalia, Missouri.
Go Trailblazers!
You know what they need to do? I just realized it. They need to get hold of Wally Blazers. Hospitality suite at El Dorado. That's what they need to do. In fact, you know what I would like even more than anything else? I would love if Gardner Edgerton would host their own holiday tournament.
Oh, yeah.
We would do every game and have Wally at Blazers for the hospitality suite all 3 days. I'd be camping. I'd never leave the building.
I'd gain about 30 pounds that day.
I'd hit the weight room in the morning. I'd get right back to the broadcast. And the foul in the bucket is good by Fair. Gives him 4.
Second personal foul. Tyler Rollwagon.
Rollwagon with his second foul.
Team foul number 1. Christian Williams checks in for the Spartans.
And I'm not even going to try to mention who's in for Collegiate because Coach Fiegel just goes left and right with the. And right now at this point, you can you kind of do the platoon job to find out what works and what doesn't. You start getting down like 16 like this, that's when you start trying to find that combination that's going to start working for you.
Right.
Free throw is no good. McKelvey for three and good.
3-point basket, Tevin
McKelvey, just like that, has 9. 5 for 13 to go in the third quarter. Spin move by Grady. And they're going to get a El Cheapo on Brody Marshall, but I just think Grady got his feet kind of locked up a little bit.
First personal foul, Gardner Edgerton's.
It's kind of nice to see McKelvey kind of get in that groove after these past few games.
Yeah.
He's had it rough with foul trouble, just haven't had shots been hitting, and it's good to see him get in the scorebook.
He's got a nice stroke, and sometimes it's just nice strip by Ethan Reynolds. Thornton was looking to the left, and Ethan went, oh, here, by the way.
Yeah, it's my ball now.
Sometimes McKelvey gets going so fast, he needs to slow it. Oh, what a bucket. Oh, no. They're going to call it travel, but I'll tell you what, nice shot by McKelvey.
No, they're calling a foul on
They're
him.
calling a push on McKelvey.
Wow. That's his third. But even then, that was a nice catch and touch.
Yeah.
Getting the bucket up. Thought they were calling it travel on the pass, so that's why I thought it was a little bit obscure. You didn't save any of that cookie for me, did you?
Nope.
Hey, man.
Sorry.
No, you're not. The drive against Reynolds, high off the glass and good.
Christian Williams.
Bucket good by Christian Williams. His first buckets of the night, or points. 4:30 to go in the third. Marshall, top of the key, in and out. Williams with the rebound. Oh, taken away by Rollwagon on the pass, knocked out of bounds. Nice effort and nice awareness by Tyler Rollwagon. Clock running at 5:15. That tee didn't last long. Fisher going up. Yeah, Fisher going up against Luke Jennings and stepped down the baseline. Or fair, excuse me. Clock stopped at 4:05.
If you guys didn't catch it during the pregame show, and say congratulations to Luke Jennings for committing to Pittsburgh State as a running back.
That's going to be fun to watch.
Yes, and I will definitely make a trip down there next year.
We can go to Topeka to Washburn. We can go to Emporia as Jennings misses that one. Okay, he's going to go to line to shoot 2.
Jennings with 21 points last night
Third personal foul,
in the
Collegiate,
2-point
Jack
loss
Fox.
to state-ranked
At-
campus.
At the buzzer.
At the buzzer, too.
That's what makes it a backbreaker.
Luke Jennings at the line for the Trailblazers. Taylor Warner,
It's the first one.
along with Preston Rohr, check in for Gardner
If I find
Edgerton.
any of these tablets, I'm buying me about 10 of them. These things are beautiful for basketball.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what more can you ask for?
An actual
A cookie.
scorebook.
Yeah, you could, as he makes them both.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I just let that one go. 3:50 to go in the third. A kick out for 3 for Williams, no good. Warner with the rebound. Kelvig, he was, the term left me as soon as I heard it in my head. Accessing.
Yep.
He was assessing
Yeah.
the offense.
That's 4.
And they're going to get McKelvey on a
Yeah,
push.
he's going to have to take
His
a seat
4.
for a while. And Coach Wallace is looking at, what are you looking at?
Put his shoulder into
Foul,
him.
number 4 on Gardner Edgerton's
He lowered his shoulder
Yeah.
and drove into him.
Trailblazer team foul
And
number 4.
that's a play that I think needs to be called more often.
For Gardner Edgerton.
Offensive guy tries to clear his way and drops a shoulder. You're forcing your way.
It was a good call. I'm not going to deny it.
And it's still by Rollwagon. Goes up for the layup and good.
Tyler Rollwagon.
10 points for Tyler.
21-point Blazer lead.
Nice. This is not the same team that we saw a couple years ago. And Christian says, hold my drink, I'll be right back. He has 5. Here goes. Here you go, Will. Here's your 21.
I will say it's kind of nice to see how bad the Blazers started off the game with, letting up 6 points before they could even get past half court.
Yeah.
And now here they are with a
totally
20-point
different.
lead. Yeah, 20-point lead.
Trying to
Could have
back
been
up
bigger
against
if they would have
Warner.
made their free throws.
Yes.
Nice defense by Warner, just standing his ground. And that's why I think Warner inside is such an asset with his strength. You're not going to bully Warner down inside. You're not going to push him. He's
Warner's
gonna
bullying you.
He goes, get around me if you want to, but I'm not moving, dude. McMillan inside at Jennings. That is beautiful. Nice assist by McMillan. And then Will says, here you go, hold my drink, I'll give you 22.
Timeout, Collegiate, a full timeout.
Full timeout by Collegiate. We'll take 1-2. Broadcast brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Hey, Blazers fans! The McCarthy Auto Group is proud to support Gardner Edgerton Sports. Remember, when you're in an accident, after you call 911, make your next call 800-NEW-AGAIN for one of the 5 conveniently located McCarthy Collision Centers. Call or click 800-NEW-AGAIN for the McCarthy Collision Centers. For award-winning service performed by certified technicians with decades of experience, call or click 800-NEW-AGAIN. The McCarthy Collision Centers. Satisfying customers is no accident. It's our guarantee.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Humphreys Family Dentistry. Come meet one of the newest and best young dentists in the area. Dr. Julie Humphreys will win you over simply with her smile. Dr. Julie Humphreys at Humphreys Family Dentistry, 434 West Main in Gardner.
Junior's Detail and Plasti Dip. When your car looks good, you feel good. See how good you can feel today. Junior's Detail and Plasti Dip. 620-1253.
Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed and Arbor Creek Ace Hardware. No need to drive all over the place for the best tools. Ace is the place and the new home for Craftsman tools. Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed, 240 North Moonlight in Gardner, and Arbor Creek Ace Hardware, 159th and Muir Lynn in Olathe.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Ryan Ragland, Ian Jones, and Will the Thrill McIntyre back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. And Ian's coming back with the drinks. A little bit slow. He's making it back, though.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't want any. I'm good. That's all right.
You still have a half glass lemonade over there.
I do. It's true.
Travel.
And we're going to get a travel.
You don't need the cookie either.
Nice. That's a duckism right there. He'd be proud. Duck, if you're listening, dude, you'd be proud of Ian. He pulled out a duckism right there. He don't need the cookie because he knows something good's coming up when we get to Wichita.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying you don't need the cookie.
Oh, me? Oh,
yeah, you're on
talking
that diet.
Oh man, I can work that cookie off in no time. Oh, he was talking about you, Will. Brody Marshall with the bucket.
I'm 52 years old. I don't care.
You don't care. I'm 51
and I don't care.
I'm 52 and I don't care. I'm 52 and I don't care. Grady with the bucket and the foul.
This body is a temple of quick trip.
You work hard at that body, don't you?
Sonic, yeah. Quick trip, Sonic.
Have you not the plug, but you tried their chili?
It's
pretty good. I'm liking it.
I'm not a big Sonic fan.
I just get my raspberry Powerade.
You can get that anywhere.
With easy eyes.
Easy. Oh, jeez. Grady with the in and out. Gives him 13 on the night so far. 1:12 to go in the third. As Warner goes up for the shot, he's going to be fouled, go up to the line to shoot 2.
Is that on Thompson?
Third personal foul, Collegiate's Gabe Fisher.
Nope.
Spartan team foul number 2.
That's going to be his third.
In and out.
Come
on, guys.
He has not had much luck at the free throw line.
None of the
He is
Blazers
1 out of 6 from the free throw line. And that was why I said it. I figured if I said it, I'd break the jinx. And
proud of you.
I do what I can, man. I'm here to help.
It's the strap again.
He needs to get a better one.
As Fisher loses the upper thigh strap. What happened to the good old days when you just had the ace bandage and just wrapped it really tight and you had those metal clips and those things never let loose?
Nope.
They're a safety hazard now, but they never came loose back in the day, right?
Coban is good now.
No clue what you're talking about.
I didn't think you would.
And you're age 21 again.
Exactly. Kick out in the left wing. Another kick out. 4-3. Good. Jonathan O'Hearn gets a second bucket. It's another three-pointer. He has 6. Cuts the lead down to 20. 40 seconds to go in the third.
It's just like last night at work, the lady said she'd been working there for 13 years. I go, wow, I was 8 when you started here.
Well,
that made her feel good.
Yeah.
Moore pump fakes the 3. Down inside to Marshall. Kick out. Roar's foot's on the line. Shot was no good. 10 seconds on the clock. Layup is no good. The putback is no good. 5 seconds on the clock. Quickly up ahead to Keyser. Layup is good. At the buzzer.
Your score at the end of
Make it
period,
57.
Gardner Edgerton 57.
35. Take a timeout. Be back with the fourth quarter broadcast brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group. Be back in a minute on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Hey, Blazers fans! The McCarthy Auto Group is proud to support Gardner Edgerton Sports. Remember, when you're in an accident, after you call 911, make your next call 800-NEW-AGAIN for one of the 5 conveniently located McCarthy Collision Centers. Call or click 800-NEW-AGAIN for the McCarthy Collision Centers. For award-winning service performed by certified technicians with decades of experience, call or click 800-NEW-AGAIN. The McCarthy Collision Centers. Satisfying customers is no accident. It's our guarantee.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
The Design Company Salon. New owners and the same great service, but with a new look. Go check them out, 136 East Main in Gardner.
Blazer's Restaurant. Not just serving burgers, they now have barbecue, soft serve, and hand-dipped ice cream with 8 different flavors and combinations. Blazer's Restaurant, 131 North Center in Gardner.
Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed, and Arbor Creek Ace Hardware. Check out their paint department, including their paint tinter and Clarkson Kensington Paint and Primer in one. Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed, 240 North Moonlight in Gardner, across the street from Cherry Berry.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Ryan Ragland, Ian Jones, Willithrow McIntyre back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. Tournament action brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group with HD coverage brought to you by Cape Sol Home Heating and Cooling. Tech support by American Computers. Blazers with a nice 22-point lead to start the fourth quarter against Wichita Collegiate. And I would look for the Blazers to take their time here on out. As the Blazers, if they keep this up, they will play at 3:15 tomorrow. And they will be taking on Great Bend.
Follow your shots, people.
What he said, do it. Blazers right now, no fouls, just contend every shot. Don't make it easy on them. Oh, nice block by Ethan Reynolds. Jennings up ahead to Marshall, couldn't handle the pass, it was a little bit low. So you have 1-on-2. Finding himself fair is on the baseline and just in a bad spot. Kick out for 3, no good. Easy rebound for Marshall. Quickly up ahead, Roar, left-handed layup and good. Right now the Blazers having their way. This is the best game by far that they've had tonight, or this year. And by no means is Wichita Collegiate a bad team?
No.
They've got some athleticism. You can see it.
Well, they platoon, and both teams are good.
Yeah. Kick out for three by Rohr. Good. Rohr back-to-back buckets gives him 11. 62-35. 6:07 to go. Coach Fiegel wants a timeout. And he's going to take a full. We'll take another full one. McCarthy Auto Group, huge sponsors on the Blazer Broadcast Network. Say that again 10 times fast. We'll be back right after this on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Hey, Gardner Edgerton fans. The McCarthy Auto Group is a proud supporter of youth sports across the Blazer Nation.
If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, or you need service or body work done, we hope you'll visit one of the 11 McCarthy Auto Group locations. Visit kccars.com for over 3,000 new, certified, and pre-owned vehicles. Our inventory covers most every make and model and prices to fit every budget. The McCarthy Auto Group, with locations in Olathe and Overland Park, Kansas, and Blue Springs and Sedalia, Missouri.
Go Trailblazers!
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
American Computers, your one-stop shop for all of your computer needs. Stop in and see what all they have in stock. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight in Gardner, across the street from Trails West Ace Hardware.
Planet Sub. Don't forget, when you need your event catered, call Deanna at 605-1068. Planet Sub at 921 East Lincoln Lane in Gardner.
Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning. Contact Sean for any home indoor air quality products that you might need or be interested in. Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning. 638-1647.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
You see the score right there on your monitor, 62-35. Blazers with a nice lead. 6 minutes to go in the game against Wichita Collegiate here at the Bluestem Classic in El Dorado. As Brody Marshall with a silly foul. Kind of what I was saying before. You really don't need to push the issue. Just guard the passes coming in, guard the shots when they get in, when they shoot them. You really don't need to push an issue. Don't need to get any foul trouble. Just get the game over with and look forward to tomorrow.
Especially with tournament week and all of that, it's important to get your games done quick, get as much rest as possible. That way you can perform at the same level the next day.
And the buck and foul is good by Jarrett Baker.
First personal foul, Gardner Edgerton's Preston Rohr.
Rohr with his first one.
Team foul number 7.
And it looks like
a contact move.
Yeah, Jarrett Baker lost his contact. Hey, just wash off Saline, put it in real quick. Saline, put it in real quick, or did he lose a chiclet? I think it was just a contact. Let him clean it off and put it in real quick. Not that big of an issue, guys. I just let him clean it off real quick, put it back in, let him shoot the free throw. Can't take that long. So coming in is going to be Jonathan O'Hare. And misses that. That's nice. Coming off the bench to shoot a free throw. As he goes out of bounds, stays with
Brody
Collegiate.
knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah. 5:49 to go in the game. Grady pump fakes in the corner, kicks it out. O'Hearn for three, good. That's a nice catch and shoot.
3-point basket, Jonathan.
He has 3 buckets. All 3 of them are 3-pointers. I say just give the ball to O'Hearn and shoot yourself back in the game. Entry pass to Jennings. They're going to say jump ball by Fisher, or jump ball. That tied it up by Fisher, going back to Wichita Collegiate. .520 to go in the game. Shot no good. Marshall with the rebound. Jennings with the feed to McMillan, left corner for a three, just a little bit off. Rohr with the rebound, but they're going to get him stepping on the baseline.
That was a push, though.
I thought so. I'm just
not
checking
questioning
something here.
it.
Kind of. I was just looking real quick. Under 5 minutes to go. Skip pass. Easy rebound for Marshall. You have 3-on-1. Kick it out, reset the offense, run it for a little bit.
Choose some time.
Yep. Tick, 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 tick.
Shot clock.
Right now, I don't mind it.
Right, yeah.
In a game like this, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the same time, it's still a better game. Oh, Moss on the steal. Marshall, nice little roller.
Brody Marshall.
Marshall with 8 points. 4 minutes to go in the game.
He lowered his shoulder and went right.
He also had the arm on it too.
They're also down 24, so.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, but it's still.
What are you trying to say there, Ian?
I have noticed in games where it is a blowout that the team that is down will not get fouls called on them.
Grady for three. That kid's got a nice stroke. 16 for Grady. 3.5 to go. Marshall over to Rohr. Rohr with the layup, but blocked from behind. Four three, no good. That could have been a foul on Marshall. They didn't call it. And the turnaround is good. Cuts it down to 19. As Coach Wallace didn't like what he was seeing for a little bit. He wanted to pull the reins a little bit, slow him down, get him recentered. 3:08 to go in the game, and once again, a huge thanks to Carl Kramer with McCarthy Auto Group. I sent him an email and said, hey, we've got the holiday tournament coming up again, going to El Dorado, got a full squad coming with us. Are you guys in? He goes, absolutely, just let me know. There you go, that quick. So huge thanks to Carl Kramer, everything that McCarthy Auto Group does for the Blazer Broadcast Network. Check them out at kccars.com. They do so much for not just the Blazer Broadcast Network, but schools. I'll even give a shout out for what they do for friends of mine, Scott Traylor and Kirk Elliott with the Racing Boys, and helping with their coverage, and motorsports, and high schools all over the place. Just great people. They're out there. The things they do for the Cancer Society. I mean, they're huge out at Knobnoster, out there all the time. Carl Kramer's out there doing a bunch of work out there. So great people out there. Sean Capes with Capes Home Heating and Cooling, a huge thanks for all year long for getting us HD broadcast.
I'm not a big proponent of it, and it's the old school way, but I say four corners.
Four corners, yeah, you could do the four corners. Yeah. But a huge thanks to Sean Case for allowing us to get the HD broadcast and tech support by American Computers. Without them, it's literally not possible. So a huge thanks to everyone and all the other sponsors that we have on the broadcast, with Blazers, Design Company, Price Chopper, Juniors Detail and Plasti Dip, Trails West, all of them. It's all huge. And I know I'm forgetting a few. Celebrities, don't forget Celebrities, good stuff there. Now we're extending the offense, just letting the time run out until you get the good shot. I'm going to tell Marshall to take that one. He's that wide open. It's hard not to.
They need to start fouling. I mean.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Well, I don't think they're going to, being that far down. I'll tell you the worst situation I had in the middle of a game. I'm doing a game for Ulysses. They were playing at Cape Mount Carmel at their tournament there. Partially blocked by Thornton, and Blazers get it back. Literally saw them. The point guard was standing at the center court circle, standing there unguarded for about a minute and a half. Nobody moved. Yeah, that was. I don't know how you translate that on the radio, but somehow I did.
Right. Like, she still has the ball.
And still standing there.
And still
has the ball. 1:20 to go in the game. Blazers lead 64-45. They'll play tomorrow afternoon for 5th place at 3:15. Look for our broadcast to start about 3 o'clock.
Second personal foul, Collegiate's Grady Dick. Yep. Spartan team foul number 3.
It's only team foul number 3.
For Gardner Edgerton,
as Rollwagon, Jennings, McKelvey, or Reynolds, Rollwagon, and Jennings coming out. As Ian Jones is going to go down and get with Coach Wallace and try to get him up here for a little post-game interview. 1 minute to go. I heard that yawn. He doesn't know his mic's still on. I'm gonna have to turn him down. He'd sit there and yawn. Trying to tell Ian to turn it off. So I got him turned down just in case. I know Ian. Clock stopped at 48 seconds. As we have 45 seconds left to go, Blazers will win and take on Great Bend tomorrow at 3:15. The McCarthy Auto Group pregame show will start at about 3 o'clock. And hopefully the picture's been okay. From everything I can tell, it seems like it's been all right with not being hardwired. And a huge thanks to everyone joining us on YouTube. Justin Newman says, any other games for us after this tonight? Not tonight. Tomorrow, we'll have the game against Great Bend. We're going to take a timeout. Start the McCarthy Auto Group postgame show. We'll try to get with Coach Wallace. 64-45 the final. We'll be back in a couple minutes on the McCarthy Auto Group postgame show on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Hey, Gardner Edgerton fans. The McCarthy Auto Group is a proud supporter of youth sports across the Blazer Nation.
If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, or you need service or body work done, we hope you'll visit one of the 11 McCarthy Auto Group locations. Visit kccars.com for over 3,000 new, certified, and pre-owned vehicles. Our inventory covers most every make and model and prices to fit every budget. The McCarthy Auto Group, with locations in Olathe and Overland Park, Kansas, and Blue Springs and Sedalia, Missouri.
Go Trailblazers!
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning, where customer service and industry knowledge collide. Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning, 638-1647.
Humphreys Family Dentistry. Come meet one of the newest and best young dentists in the area. Dr. Julie Humphreys will win you over simply with her smile. Dr. Julie Humphreys at Humphreys Family Dentistry, 434 West Main in Gardner.
Junior's Detail and Plasti Dip. Let Jeff get that showroom shine your car used to have with the best rates anywhere. Junior's Detail and Plasti Dip. 620-1253.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network. When you're Kansas City born and raised, you know just how much meat matters. That's why Price Chopper employs real butchers. They're hard at work every day in every store, so you never have to settle for something prepackaged out of state. They're so sure you'll love their KC Pride beef, they even back it with a 200% guarantee. Stop by Price Chopper tonight, where they cut meat, never corners. Price Chopper, Kansas City born and raised.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Kansas. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Ryan Ragland back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. Blazers with the win. Advanced their record to 3-8 with a 64-45 win over Wichita Collegiate here in round 2 of the Bluestem Classic, as El Dorado and Campus getting set to go on the winner's bracket. Blazers falling to Campus 72-70 on a buzzer beater with Ethan Reynolds with 17, Brody Marshall with 16, and Luke Jennings with 21 points, and it took a buzzer beater to beat the Blazers. Coach Wallace coming up here in a few minutes. Real quick, taking a look at the final stats as I was busy talking. 7 points for the Blazers in that quarter for, 10. So the fourth quarter you really don't look at. The Blazers ended up being 6 for 13 from the free throw line. So they were 5 for 10 for Wichita Collegiate. All points were led by the freshman Grady Dick with 16 points. Didn't have any three-pointers. He did have a three-pointer. He had the only bucket he made in the fourth quarter. 9 points for Jonathan O'Hearn, 5 for Christian Williams for Collegiate. For the Blazers, they were led by Preston Rohr with 11 points coming off the bench. 9 points for Tevin McKelvey, 9 for McKelvey, 8 for Marshall, 8 for Jennings, 9 for Taylor Warner. And Taylor Warner easily could have had 13, 14 points if he was able to make any of the free throws.
Yeah, and I mean, that's with a win like that, it's nice. You don't have to really worry about the free throws. But when it comes down to these close games, like especially talking about last night.
You caught a break.
You caught a nice break. And, I mean, Coach Wallace coming up here now, getting ready for the interview after a nice 64-45 win over Collegiate.
No, you can just get up.
All right.
I got this one for you.
And Coach
Wallace, I got you. All right. Give him that one there. Just go ahead and just talk into it. Let me get you off mute. Coach Wallace joining us on the Blazer Broadcast Network. All those should have beens that could have been and everything you've had for the last few games finally started to come in. Got them in foul trouble early in the first quarter, and you guys really started pounding them and get them in. You weren't able to get the free throws. I came up with 6 out of 13, but thankfully those didn't come into play. But once they started kind of clodding out the inside, guys started kicking out and started making some of the nice outside shots. Plus your transition ball was really nice.
Yeah, basketball's a lot easier when you're making outside shots.
It is.
That helps us a lot. So we shot. I thought we played really well. It started with our defense, though. Luke and Brody did a really good job on number 1, their freshman stud.
Grady, yeah. That guy's good.
And we did a really good job on him because he's kind of their load offensively. So once we kind of took him away and we did a good job against their press, I feel like, you're going to turn the ball over against them some. But I thought we did a good job of attacking when we should attack and pulling it out and running our offense when we needed to.
Yeah, and you guys spotted them 6 points before you guys even got the ball across the timeline going up against their press. What was it about their press that was causing problems?
We haven't seen a press like that yet this year, and we didn't have any practice time against it. We had shoot around this morning, so we haven't seen a run and jump. So it's a little different. And it's always a little different when you get out here under the lights and everything, your adrenaline's going and all that. I knew once we calmed down, we'd be okay.
Now tomorrow at 3:15, you guys are taking on Great Bend, a team that can be athletic up and down. Talk a little bit about them and what you're expecting.
Well, they had in their first game they had a double-digit lead that they gave up, and then in this last game they played really well. They're a good team. I don't care what their record says they are. They've played really well in this tournament, so it'll definitely be a challenge. They got an inside guy that can score underneath, and then they got 3 perimeter players that are pretty good as well.
Well, as we mentioned, you guys had the gauntlet of coming into this tournament. You had the bad break against Campus, but you're coming up with a good game. You get one more, get one more of a win tomorrow, get a little bit of momentum going before you head into that tough stretch in February.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Starts with one and get one more after it tomorrow.
That's right.
All right, we'll talk tomorrow, Coach. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Coach Wallace joining us here on the Blazer Broadcast Network with the Blazers with a nice 64-45 win over Wichita Collegiate. They'll take on Great Bend tomorrow at 3:15. We'll have the pregame starting at 3 o'clock. For Will McIntyre, Ian Jones, make sure you tell everyone a huge thanks on their sponsorship of the Blazer Broadcast Network. McCarthy, Capesville Homes Heating and Cooling, American Computers, Design Company, Blazers, Price Chopper, Juniors Detail and Plasti Dip, Trails West Ace Hardware, all of them. I know I'm missing a few, but all of them, just go tell them a huge thanks. That's why we're here. Thanks for you guys for joining us here on the Blazer Broadcast Network. We will be back at 3 o'clock, about that, give or take, depending on how the first game goes. And we'll have the fifth place game as the Blazers take on the Panthers of Great Bend. For Will, for Ian, I'm Ryan. Have a great weekend. Everyone, stay safe. When the weather gets bad, stay home. Don't worry about it. We got you covered here in El Dorado. Have a great weekend. We will see you tomorrow right here on the Blazer Broadcast Network.